See, cloud computing is a relatively new concept. It's catching on in India, and the expectations naturally, first of all, is the cost effectiveness. That's one thing. A greater expectation is data security. The cost that way is secondary, but data security is of paramount importance. Another expectation which we all have is, a loose vendor coupling. That is, I have my cloud today here with one vendor, tomorrow I wish to shift it to another. I should be able to do it seamlessly. Our industry, as in our insurance industry, of course, we are at the crossroads of very good new opportunities. And us, Agriculture Insurance Company of India Limited, we are in a very niche segment of crop insurance. We are by far the largest crop insurance company in the world in terms of number of farmers insured. We insured today about 2.5 crore farmers, which makes us the largest company. And the dynamics with respect to cloud is that our database is increasing exponentially, is exploding almost. So these are the compulsions which define our thoughts regarding cloud. So far as we are concerned, our major IT headaches, first of all, would be our external dependencies. Everybody wants to be self-sufficient. But in the IT scenario, IT space, you're always dependent on some vendor or other. And especially this is such a specialized domain that we are always dependent on the vendors who develop our applications, the vendors who archive our data. We are always, there's a lot of external dependency. That's a very big headache. The other one is, of course, the data security, no doubt, because insurance company, service industry, and data is our knowledge capital. That is our main capital. So how to secure the data, how to prevent it from being leaked, that's one of our major, top of the line headaches. And talking of the industry, I think the industry has one more headache which we don't have. We are a very small organization. Most of the companies are huge organizations with a lot of manpower. So change management, coming out from the old to the new, that is a very big headache, especially in the public sector space in insurance domain. We don't have that headache which the industry otherwise has. See, all these three headaches which I outlined are very acute. But if you talk of the short or near term, I think data security, because data is our gold mine, data is our knowledge capital, and if the capital goes, then all is lost. Our competition is lost, competitive edge is lost, and our ability to function is lost. So data security is certainly on top of the heap so far as the problems, the pressure points, concern areas are concerned. Data security. In fact, personally, I am a little. I have got some domain expertise in data security, and I can vouch for the fact that in the whole wide world, I don't believe there is any last mile data security. No data in the world is fully and foolproof secure. Be that as it may, we have to take some preemptive measures. And in our company, we have made some measures. Like one obvious step is DCDR replication. We have other redundancy measures as well, which all contribute towards the reasonable security of our data. I wouldn't say it's the final frontier. if you ask me, the first priority of course would be analytics, to be very honest, because analytics is already there. We have a huge database. Database, as I said, is our knowledge capital. So analytics assumes paramount importance for all our core business operations, including marketing, identifying markets, then various other things. But apart from that, mobile application is again one of our key priority areas, because as you know, and as the world knows by now, there are many times more mobiles than there are computers. So to reach out to people, especially in a domain like us, where we are doing the crop insurance for the last mile farmer, so mobile is the medium to reach out through, and it does assume a very high priority in our agenda list. I think cloud is there. I think it's coming. I think it's almost arrived. In fact, it has arrived, but we haven't been able to reach out because there are certain concerns which are mostly in the mind. In the cloud, we have certain concerns like data sharing, data security. By and by, I think the mindset is set to improve. Once it improves, a lot of people will gather momentum and come on to the cloud. But as of now, there is a little tentative feeling. The system is there, the service is there, we are there to use the service. There is a glass wall actually which needs to be broken, and we need to come together. So cloud has a great future, especially in India. India, as you know, is a rising economy. There's a lot of economic activity going on, a lot of data generation, a lot of application generation. So cloud is the future. There is no doubt about it. Only thing, how quickly are we going to embrace it? The first obviously is the volume of application and data. As we expand exponentially, as I said, as our database builds up, and every company, they generate unthinkable amounts of data. So where do we keep it? We are gradually finding that the old model of having ownership servers is not really working out for us. It's too much of a headache, too much of expenses. So cloud gradually is coming into that space. And another important factor which will work in favor of cloud is the specialization mindset. Now every company wishes to specialize and wants to focus on its core business area. For example, we are an insurance company, and not only that, within that we are a crop insurance company. So that we want to focus all our energies and everything, all our resources into crop insurance. And all the support services, the major one is of course the entire IT infrastructure. We want to hive it off to a specialist, the guy who knows his job, the guy who will do it for us in a very professional manner. He will take the headache out of us so that we can concentrate on our core area. So these are the reasons why I believe cloud is inevitable. Cloud has to come. It is coming. So far as we are concerned, see, our applications, our core business applications are very specialized. I don't feel that cloud will play a role there, because cloud hosts mostly shared. They are applications, software as a service, software on demand. So they are mainly generic applications. A specialized software core application like us may not find a place in cloud. But our database is huge. Believe me, we have 100 years of weather data interpolated. We have years and years of crop yield data. All those things, they're only increasing and increasing exponentially. They'll find a place in cloud servers. Our other, support activities on technology like our finance, our HR, our legal, etc., they are all mostly generic applications. Perhaps at a later date we can think of taking software on demand, that is software as a service, and then again cloud would come in, but that would be at a later stage. It really does make sense. It does make sense. Of course, the obvious counter question would be, then why aren't we going in? Actually, I believe it's a question simply of like who will be the first to bell the cat. Everybody is realizing that cloud is the way to go. You cannot do without cloud. Means cloud is the only thing which is on the land. So you have to be on cloud. But we are all waiting for the concerns to come, to concerns to be addressed, to have a comfort feeling, and then the momentum will be gathered and we'll all go into cloud. First of all, when we are taking tentative baby steps towards the cloud, storage, I think, is the most important way to woo the clients towards the cloud. After that, of course, access is a very important thing because that is connected with the data security of the data hosted on clouds. And software as a service, probably yes, to an extent, but I believe that would be step 2 or 3, and especially not in our case. Our core application, I think, will never be on the cloud. Certainly, because as I said, cloud will help the companies to hive off their IT worries and concentrate on their core business scenario. Cloud will certainly change the way a company does business, the way it optimizes its resources, and cloud will give it a support without the attendant headaches. So certainly cloud has the potential to change the way that business happens. See, we are at the beginning of a new financial year, so the planning is going on, the budgeting is going on. I would not really say that at this point of time cloud is on the top of the mind, but cloud is certainly in our basket of consideration. And in the IT space, the decisions will change overnight, the priorities will change overnight because it moves very fast. So perhaps if you come back next month, then I'll have a different answer to give. So, well, that's it. We do have it in our consideration, but it's not the topmost priority right now.